are still talking about the layers, and in this video we will see how to edit an object using the layers. We have here our layers. We start by naming our layers. Double click on the bottom layer name to change it. We name it background. We name this layer floor. And we name the last one bottle. Now if we want to adjust the size of any object, we select its layer and we select the move tool. Then we check show transform controls. And we get this line around the object. Now if we select the floor layer, we will get the line around the floor image. Same thing for the background image. So we select the object layer and we get this line around it to use it to edit the object. For example, we select the bottle layer, we click on the line and we drag up. As you can see, we increase the size of the bottle, and if we click on the line and drag down, we decrease the size of the bottle. So this is how we can increase or decrease the size of the objects. After we adjust the size of the object, we click on the check mark or we click on enter from the keyboard to apply the change. Now we select the floor layer. Same thing, we use this line to adjust its size. To cancel the change before saving it, we click here. Same thing for the background image. We select its layer and we adjust it using the line around it. We can adjust the object without having to select its layer every time. All we have to do is to check the auto select. And we click on the object to select its layer. For example, we select the floor image and as you can see, we automatically selected its layer. Same thing for the background image and the bottle. And what's even better is that when we use the auto select and we adjust its object size, we adjust its size in an even way and from all sides. Now to make the bottle wider, for example, we hold the shift button, then we select the line around it from the right or the left side, and we drag to the side. And if we want to make the bottle taller or shorter, we hold the shift button and we select the line from the top or the bottom, then we drag up or down. This is how we can adjust the size of the objects in different ways. We use the history window to backtrack our steps and all that we have done. If you can't find the history window here, make sure to check it in the window menu. Then it appears here. Now we can go back one move like this, 2 moves, and so on, until we go back to the move that we want. Now let's say that we want to adjust the size of 2 objects in the same time. It's very easy. We select the layer of the first object, we hold shift and we select the layer of the second object. Now both layers are selected and we can see that we have a new icon here. It's the link button, so we click on it to link the 2 layers together. Now as we can see, the line is around the bottle and the floor. Now we can adjust the size of both objects at the same time. Same thing if we want to adjust the background layer at the same time as well. We hold shift and we select the background layer. We click on the link button. Now the line is around all 3 objects. And we can adjust the size of all 3 objects at the same time. After we are done, we click on the check mark to apply the changes. Now to cancel the link. We select the first layer, we hold shift and we select the other 2 layers. Then we click on the link button to unlink them. Now we can adjust each layer separately. Right click on it and we select duplicate layer. We get this window. We name the second layer from here. I will leave it as it is. Then we click OK. And here we are, we have a new layer. We select it. We uncheck the auto select and we drag the bottle and put it anywhere we want. Now we have two spray bottles. We can duplicate it again in the same way. Now we have 3 spray bottles. If we want to delete one of the bottles, we select its layer and we click on the delete icon. We get this window and we select yes. Or we can just select the bottle layer and we click delete from the keyboard. Now we duplicate the floor layer, right click on it and we select duplicate layer. We name it and we click OK. We put it here and here we are. And of course we can delete it pretty easily. We have another way to duplicate objects. We select the bottle layer, then we drag it to the plus icon here. When we release it, we get a new layer. Same thing, we uncheck the auto select and we drag it anywhere we want. We can duplicate an object as many times as we want. So these are 2 ways to duplicate objects. Select the way you like. The second way is a bit faster, so it's more practical. So this is how we can duplicate objects in the Photoshop. That's it for this video. Some of the effects that we can create using the layers. We start by selecting the floor layer, then we go to the blend in mode menu. As you can see, we have here multiple options. We hover over each mode to see its result on the floor image. Each mode gives us a different effect. Same thing, we select the bottle layer and we see the results of each mode on the bottle. We can apply these modes to any layer we have. Next we have the opacity setting. We click here to access the opacity setting. And we use the cursor to adjust the opacity of the selected object. We decrease the opacity of an object to make it transparent. If we set the opacity to 0, the object will disappear. Then we set it to 100 to show it back. We set the opacity based on the results we want. We can apply it to any layer we have. Next we have the fill setting. On the first look it may look the same as the opacity setting, but it's not. And we will talk about it in details in the coming videos. So we have here the blend in mode menu and the opacity setting, which we can use to create some cool and simple effects. It's very simple. We right click on this image layer and we select create clipping mask. Right after we created the clipping mask, we got this arrow indicating that this image is added to the image below it. And as you can see, the image is now in the shape of the brush image. Now to remove it, we right click on it and we select release clipping mask. Now we add this image here. And we add the second image over it. It's an image of a background. We increase its size like this. Now we will add this image inside the character image. So right click on the image layer and we select create clipping mask. Here we are, the background image is inside the character. Now we go to the blend mode menu and we can select any mode that we want, depending on the result we like to have. So we can use the blend mode and the clipping mask to create this effect here. We use the clipping mask to add an image inside another image, then we use the blend mode menu to get the effect that we like. As you can see, we have here multiple modes. You can select the one that you like, and you can set its opacity as well.